Today, these four bargain hunters match their shopping skills as Lever Brothers, makers of new blue liquid whisk that gets all the family wash really clean, and Lux liquid detergent for fast, easy dishwashing present The Price is Right, the exciting game of bidding, buying, and bargaining with your host, Bill Cullin.
Hello. Good morning. And good morning to you. Thank you all. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to hey, we got a live group today. Welcome, everybody, to The Price is Right. A little later on, we're going to announce the winner of that honeymoon showcase. Right now, I'd like you to meet our four bargain hunters. Yesterday's winner, back for her second day, Mrs. Donna Sanderson, a housewife from Westfield, New Jersey. She is our new champion. She won yesterday a total of $1,195 worth of merchandise.
I can't believe it.
How do you do?
How do you do, Bill?
Hey, did your chess-playing husband like the chess set you
Oh,
won?
you have no idea the excitement when I got home yesterday.
Yeah?
He was just thrilled to see me.
Did he see the show?
Oh, yes, in more places to see, and he was in a bar. And he was, where he was at a tree trimming job. And he had to go in there to see the show. And, of course, all he could remember was saying, that's my wife on television.
You mean he was standing at the bar?
Yes, he had about 15 other gentlemen, I guess, there.
And he said, that's my wife?
Yes, that's my wife on television.
And one of the fellows who had been standing in the bar since last Friday night turned around and says, you're crazy. Guy says, which one? Wearing the purple trunks or the black? We have a gentleman here by the name of Harold Michael, the tax commissioner of San Francisco. Hello, Harold.
How do you do, Bill?
You're from my favorite town in this whole wide world, and I'll ask you a question like this. Are you married?
Yes, I'm married, Bill. I've been married for 29 years now. I have two grandchildren, 5 and 7, and I hope they're looking from Sacramento today.
Well, I hope they are, too, Harold. Let's say hello to Mrs. Beatrice Barnett, a housewife from Enid, Oklahoma. What are you doing in New York, Beatrice?
Well, I'm just here on a vacation, and I'm having a marvelous time.
Well, good.
Visiting friends and relatives.
I hope we can contribute to it a little bit. Let's say hello to...
too.
All right, Mrs. Ellen Miller, a housewife from Stroudsburg, PA. Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
What's your husband do besides watch you in television in the bar?
Why, he was graduated from Teachers College on Monday, and he's going to be teaching biology in high school in the fall.
Well, sounds like a very interesting career. Wish him luck. Well, now, if you'll all get set, we have some real great buys coming your way. We'll be back here to The Price is Right in just a moment. But first, here's a word about a fine product of Lever Brothers.
From now on, wash days are going to be different.
And here's why. At last, a liquid detergent for family wash. New blue liquid whisk that you can prove gets all the family wash really clean.
You can prove it next wash day, because Whisk not only does the easy jobs you expect a detergent to do, Whisk also does the tough jobs that laundry powders can't touch.
Next wash day, prove it yourself on tough stains like this. After wetting with water, apply a little whisk directly on it. The rest goes into the washer. Rub in the whisk gently and pop it in with the rest of the wash. Because liquid whisk does this tough job so well, you can trust Whisk to get all your wash really clean. A whiter, brighter, sweeter smelling wash. Prove it on your toughest problem. Don't just wash it and wash it and wash it.
And still not get it clean.
Now you can whisk it once and get it spotless. So get new blue liquid whisk today.
And you believe me, that's real good advice. Okay, now on with the game. You know how it works. We put the merchandise up for bids. You bid as high as you like. Stop whenever you like. The merchandise goes to the person who bids the highest without going over the actual retail value. You keep coming back as long as you win. Now, get all set for item number 1. Take a look at our turntable here as it spins around, and let's see the first item to go up for bids.
To bring old-world charm into the modern setting of your home, make the most accurate bid for this early Americana dining set. An attractive and delicate-looking 5-piece set from the Gallo Furniture Company, made of sturdy wrought iron, artistically designed in white, with a handsome tabletop of hammered glass and luxurious black Duran upholstery on the chairs. Price authority, B. Altman, New York.
And isn't that lovely, huh? Thank you, Beverly. May I sit here? Oh, this is very good for dining. You can sit here, and if you're dining with a lady, you can sit here, and while you're eating, you can look at her knees. Right through your face. We'll begin with you, Miss. I guess it depends on with whom you're having dinner. Mrs. Sanderson, we're going to begin with you. You're our champion. Let's see you start right in.
I'll start the bid at 75.
75, thank you, ma'am. How about you, Mr. Michael, sir?
I'll make it 80.
80 for Mr. Michael. How about Miss Barnett?
I'll say 85.
85, good enough. Miss Miller?
I'll say 90.
Thank you. Back to our champion, Mrs. Sanderson.
110.
110. How about you, Mr. Michael?
120.
120. Miss Barnett?
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze right there. Fine, ma'am. How about you, Miss Miller?
I'll say 121.
121. Okay, now the buzzer sounded. Everybody remaining gets one more bid. This will be your final bid. You're at 110, Mrs. Sanderson. Top is 121. This is your last one.
I'll go 130, Bill.
130, thank you. Mr. Michael, you're at 120. Top is 130. This would be your last bid.
I'll freeze.
You freeze. Mrs. Miller, you're at 121. Top is 130. This is your final bid.
I'll say 131.
131. Okay, the bids are all in. It's all over. We have bids of 130, 120, 85, and 131. And now let's see what it is here. Let's see what we got. I like this. This glass top table is fun, you know. I'm going to read the price tag through the table. May I do that?
Yes.
There you are. It also has a prescription tabletop. The actual price of this dinette set, get ready now, $215. Mrs. Miller over there on the end. Congratulations. There you go. Pass that on down to her, will you please? There you are. Isn't that beautiful, huh? Boy, now, you got off to a fine start there, Miss Miller. Everybody's eligible for this, and we have something real unusual. More details later. Take a look over there to your left, and let's see the next item to go up for bids.
You'll be the talk of the links if your shopping skill wins this handsome set of golf clubs. They're Sam Snead Championships by Wilson, with tapered steel shafts and leather grips, including 8 irons from the 9 through the 2, 3 woods, 11 in all, in a smart red fiberglass golf bag with contrast trim and riveted club dividers. Price authority, Wilson Sporting Goods Company.
And there it is. Now, we told you it was going to be unusual. We're not going to tell you any more about it. You can just sit there and wonder. We're going to start the bidding with you, Mr. Michael. This is not a one-bid item. This is a bid until stop. You start off bidding on the golf club, sir.
I'll bid 95.
95, says Mr. Michael. How about Mrs. Barnett there?
110.
110 from Mrs. Barnett. You, Mrs. Miller.
I think I'll underbid. 90.
You may.
90.
$90 an underbid. How about you, Mrs. Sanderson?
165.
165. Back to you, Mr. Michael. You're at 95. The top is 165.
175.
175. Back to you, Mrs. Barnett.
I'll freeze.
You freeze there. We come back to Miss Sanderson. You're at 165.
Oh, I'll freeze.
You
Bill.
freeze. Mr. Michael, naturally, is the top bidder. He freezes. And here are the bids. 165, 175, 110, and 90. They're the bids we have. Actual retail value, $180.25. Mr. Michael, congratulations. There you are, sir. Well, now, your attention, everybody. I'll tell you why. I said this was going to be unusual, didn't I, Mr. Michael?
You surely
Well,
did.
I wasn't going to give you a hint or anything. Now that you own this handsome set of clubs, it's bonus time. We're going to see to it that you get to the golf course in style. Look over there by the drapes. Here is your bonus. Now, watch him. There we go.
You stand this. That's wonderful.
That is yours, sir.
Great.
Absolutely yours. It is an Izetta car, the fabulous new BMW Izetta 300, imported by the FedEx Commercial Corporation, New York. The Izetta 300. Now, you'll stand up, getting in or out through the wide swing-away doors of your new Izetta. It travels up to 55 miles an hour, gets 60 miles on a gallon of gasoline, and if it runs out of gas, Beverly will go along to push it. It parks in 7.5 feet of space. It has complete 4-way vision, seats 2 adults and a child with room left over for luggage. Happy motoring with your new Izetta. Congratulations. Boy, that's good. There you go. That's what I call a bonus. We'll be back here on The Price is Right in just a moment. First, here's a word about a fine product of Lever Brothers.
It was bound to come along, and I say thank goodness.
Now, at last, a liquid detergent for family wash. New Blue Liquid Whisk that you can prove gets all the family wash really clean.
You can prove it next wash day. Because Whisk not only does the easy jobs you expect a detergent to do, Whisk also does the tough jobs that laundry powders can't touch.
Next wash day, prove it yourself on a tough problem like this ground-in grime. After wetting with water, apply a little whisk directly on it. The rest goes into the washer. Rub in the whisk gently and pop it in with the rest of the wash. Now look, really clean. Because Liquid Whisk does this tough job so well, you can trust Whisk to get all your wash really clean. And a really clean wash is a whiter, brighter, sweeter smelling wash. Prove it on your toughest problem. Don't just wash it and wash it and wash it.
And still not get it clean.
Now you can whisk it once and get it spotless. So get New Blue Liquid Whisk today.
Okay, and here we are back at The Price is Right. Well, we got a good one going for us. Two winners. We have yet to hear from Mrs. Sanderson and Mrs. Barnett. Good luck to both of you on this next one. We have one. We want you to look over in that general direction there. This is fashion for those long afternoon shadows. Here we go.
Yes, you'll walk in the afternoon sun wearing sleek white kid pumps on a slim heel by Trim Tread and a lovely two-piece ensemble by Custom Craft, fashioned of daffron and cotton in a soft shirt blouse over a crystal pleated skirt, both in summer white with blue floral print. And white will be your summertime accessory color from head to toe. A white ripple brim bonnet designed by Joe Cone with colorful tulips accenting the luxurious ballet bundle straw. A smart framed vanity bag in gleaming white calf by Ron A. that holds the fragrance of elegant, indiscreet perfume by Lucien Lelong. All yours for the brightest bid.
Okay, a couple of reminders on this one. I'll give you one to mull over. Your first reminder, it is going to be a one-bid item. Everybody gets only one bid on it. Now I'll tell you exactly what you're bidding for. Carolyn will stand there so you can see it again. You're bidding for the blouse, the skirt, the hat, the handbag, the indiscreet perfume, and the Trim Tread shoes. One-bid item. You are going to begin, Mrs. Barnett. One bid and one bid only.
I'll say $85.
Thank you. Mrs. Barnett's one bid is $85. Your single bid, Mrs. Miller.
I'll say 75.
75 from Mrs. Miller. Mrs. Sanderson.
80, Bill.
$80. And now we come to the lone male on the panel. Let's see what... You say you're a grandfather. All right, let's prove it. Now see how good you are. Mr. Michael, one bid.
$98.
$98. Okay, the bids are in. Bids are $80, $98, $85, and $75. Well, we'll know in a minute. Actual retail value, $103.40. Yeah, you won the one for the year. There you go. Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you. My wife will be... I'll get to do it.
I'll see, boy, when you go home, you'll say to the wife, well, I got golf clubs in the car, and you can wear this dress, and we'll have a ball.
That'll do it.
I'm glad for you, Mr. Michael. We'll be back here on The Price is Right in just a moment, but first, here's a word about another real fine product of Lever Brothers.
Dirty dishes. Dirty dishes. $3,500 a month just for a family of 4. But you can take the work out of dishwashing. Practically make it child's play with Lux Liquid. There's no liquid like Lux Liquid. No powder either that equals it for fast, easy dishwashing. See how slowly a powder detergent dissolves? How slowly it removes grease? But Lux Liquid is already dissolved. Goes to work instantly. Splits grease into tiny particles that can't settle back on dishes. Lux Liquid rinses away faster, gets dishes hygienically clean. There's no liquid like Lux Liquid for mildness on your hands, and one can outlasts 2 boxes of the leading powder. When dishes pile up, make them disappear fast. There's no liquid like Lux Liquid.
This portion of The Price is Right has been brought to you by Lux Liquid for fast, easy dishwashing and new Liquid Whisk for family wash. Lever Brothers unconditionally guarantees the performance of all its products or your money back.
Okay, and just a reminder, don't you go away, because we got a lot of real fine things coming up here on The Price is Right, including the name of the winner of the Honeymoon Showcase. Stand by. We'll be back right after a little old pause for station identification.
See the Palm Beach Golf Championship Sunday afternoon.
Here we go into the second half of The Price is Right, and the bargain hunter's best friend, Bill Cullin.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. Good to have you aboard. Welcome back to The Price is Right. We got quite a game going for us. Our champion, Mrs. Sanderson, and Mrs. Burnett have not won yet. It's all been done by Mr. Michael and Miss Miller. Mr. Michael, you're doing okay for yourself. You won yourself the golf clubs, the little Izetta car. You won yourself the fashion round. You've been a tax commissioner, you know, bothering other people. Wait till you get home. Oh.
I'm afraid to go home.
You're going to have some of the hair of the dog that you've been biting people with. Now then, we have another item to start things off. Let's see who wins this one. Watch the turntable. Here's the first item to go up for bids in this segment of The Price is Right.
No matter what the temperature outside, it's always freezing inside this big Bilko freezer. A 14.6 cubic foot model that holds over 500 pounds of frozen foods. It features lifetime rust-free custom aluminum interior, special sharp breeze setting down to 40 degrees below zero when desired, closely spaced refrigerating coils lining each shelf, glide-out baskets, and dispensing racks on the door, plus exclusive Bilko audible alarm system to safeguard food for 48 hours from spoilage due to electrical failure. Price authority, the Bilko Corporation.
There it is. Boy, we got some real grammars. Thank you, Beverly, ever so much. Let me see, with whom do I start? That's pretty fancy grammar I use there. I think I start with you, Mrs. Miller. That's with whom I start. Miss Miller, you begin it. This is not a one-bid item. You just bid until we stop you.
I'll bid 75.
Opening bid for Mrs. Miller, 75. How about you, Miss Sanderson?
200, Bill.
$200 for Miss Sanderson, our champion. Mr. Michael, big winner so far today.
225.
225. We come to Miss Barnett. You've got to do some winning now.
275.
Good bid. 275, says Miss Barnett. Back to you, Mrs. Miller.
I'll say 325.
325 from Mrs. Miller. Here we are to Mrs. Sanderson, our champ.
400, Bill.
400. The buzzer sounds. The remaining people, which is everybody, gets one more bid, beginning with Mr. Michael. This would be your last bid that you're allowed. Mr. Michael, you're at 225.
405.
405 is Mr. Michael's final bid. Miss Barnett, you're at 275. 405 is top. This is your last bid.
$525.
525 for Mrs. Barnett. Mrs. Miller, you're at 325. Top is 525. This is your last bid.
I'll freeze.
You freeze, all right. Mrs. Sanderson, you're at 400. Top bid is 525. This is your final bid.
I'll freeze, Bill.
You freeze. Okay, the bidding's over. We have bids of $400, $405, $525, $325. And here it is, right here. Goes to the winner. Y'all ready?
Oh.
Okay. Let me see. I got it right here. Actual retail value, $499.95. The winner is Mr. Michael.
I'm going to be loaded. I'm going to be loaded.
Mr. Michael has just announced that he's going to be loaded. There you go. And I say you are.
I'm going to load up.
While Mr. Michael counts his blessings, we're ready with the name of the winner of the Honeymoon Showcase. If you recall, that was the one we showed you last week. Now, here are the official prices of each item in the showcase. Check them carefully against your own estimates. Okay, Brother Pardo?
Okay, Bill. First, the car coats. His, $17.95. Hers, $8.98. Second, the Polaroid land camera, Highlander model 80A. Its price, $72.75. Third, the leather photo album, priced at $16.50. Fourth, the Longines diamond watches. His, $495. Hers, $395. Fifth, the Lucien Lelong spray bottle of Indiscreet. Its price, $5. Sixth, the Sunbeam Super Close Shave Master, priced at $28.95. And finally, the Hillman Nate's convertible. Its price, $2,160.50. All adding up to a total of $3,200.63. The price of the entire honeymoon showcase. And now, Bill Cullin, what is the closest bid?
Well, Don, stand by because we got some news for everybody. The closest bid is right on the nose. $3,200.63, and the winner, again a tie. Three persons estimated the exact price of the entire honeymoon showcase. They are Mr. David C. Barco, Jr. of Highland Park, Michigan, Mrs. Ruth Siegel of Brooklyn, New York, and Mrs. Julia Null of St. Louis, Missouri. Now, in accordance with our rules, we held a bidding runoff. We held it for the leather phonograph album. Two of the persons tied again with an identical bid of $10.95. We then asked them to bid on the woman's sport coat. They both overbid. Finally, we asked them to bid on the man's sport coat. Well, the Western Union telegrams are in, the tie is broken, and the winner of the entire honeymoon showcase is Mrs. Julia Null, 4440 Pennsylvania Street, St. Louis, Missouri. Congratulations. You did it, Mrs. Null. By George, you did it. Congratulations to you, Mrs. Null. All arrangements for you to receive those items in the honeymoon showcase are being made right now, and it'll be on its way to you very shortly. And congratulations on winning through also that bidding runoff. Now, the rest of the people, the other persons in the bidding runoff, we're sorry you couldn't also be a winner. And just to prove our point, we have for each of you a time-honored Whitnor watch, a product of the Longines Whitnor Watch Company. And good luck to you, and wear it in good health, and tick-tock. We'll be back in a moment with another exciting item in today's shopping spree. Meanwhile, what do you say we accept this bid from NBC Television?
Saturday night, the glamorous Patrice Munsell joins Perry Como in a duet of In the Cool, Cool, Cool of the Evening. Vaughn Monroe will try to get Perry racing with the moon. And Jack Carter will exhibit his gift of the gag on the Perry Como Show in color. Then, on a special musical extravaganza, 5 Stars for Springtime, Patti Page sings her latest record, Cape Cod. Nat King Cole does his nightclub act direct from the Chez Paris in Chicago. June Valley and Andy Williams join Patti and special guest star Gordon MacRae in a medley of songs from the 30s. Songs like Blue Moon, As Time Goes By, Let's Fall in Love. And then on the George Gobel Show, George and his guest Jack Carson recall their college days, when Jack was big man on the campus and George was assistant manager of the chess team. Perry Como Show, 5 Stars for Springtime, and George Gobel, all Saturday night over most of these NBC stations.
Okay, here we are, back again, all ready to go on The Price is Right. We still have two people from whom we have not heard, is that not right? Mrs. Sanderson and Mrs. Barnett. My goodness, you're both going to have to get busy. All right, now get ready, because we got an item here we think you're really going to love. We want you to stare at those drapes over there, same ones that produced the car last time. Keep staring, and let's see our next fabulous item to go up for bids on The Price is Right.
A majestic drape front, an elegant design by Union National, over 7 feet high. Finished in decorator's antique white with hand-painted decoration in the manner of a famous French court painter. The gracefully curved bonnet top has 4 doors containing 24 individual panes of beveled glass with adjustable shelves behind. In the center, a handsome leather-lined drop front desk section with drawers on either side, 1 line for silver. Below, 3 spacious drawers and 2 storage cabinets. An impressive drape front to add beauty and elegance to your home if the price is right. Price Authority, Union National Incorporated, Jamestown, New York.
Well, there it is. Everybody's going to be going for it. I got only one little condition I'd like to mention now, and that is we will accept bids of only $100 or more, as much over 100 as you want, but in units of at least $100. Well, reigning champion Mrs. Sanderson, you're going to start the bidding. Let's see how well you do, shall we?
I'm sorry, I'll start the bid at $300, Bill.
300 is good enough for me, Miss Sanderson. How about you, Mr. Michael?
400.
400 says the huge winner so far to date. Mrs. Barnett's going to try to win one today. 600 for her, and we go to Mrs. Miller.
I'll say 900.
900, and back to our champion, Mrs. Sanderson.
1,000.
1,000 even, says Mrs. Sanderson, and brings us to our big winner, Mr. Michael.
1,100.
1,100 to Mrs. Barnett.
1,200.
1,200, says Mrs. Barnett. That brings it to you, Mrs. Miller. You're at 9, top is 12. And the audience begins to help, and all I can say is you make up your own mind.
I think I'll freeze.
You want to freeze? Okay. Miss Miller freezes. Mrs. Sanderson, you're at 1,000, top is 12. Your bid.
I'll freeze.
You freeze too, huh? Okay, Mr. Michael, you're at 11, top is 12. Your bid. He takes another look. That's allowable.
1,300.
13, Mrs. Barnett, you're at 1,200. The top price at the moment is 1,300. It is your bid, ma'am.
I'll freeze.
You freeze right there, okay? Naturally, Mr. Michael freezes. He's the top bidder. We have bids of $1,000, $1,300, $1,200, and $900. And in here, la answer. Some way you say that in French. I can't do it so good that way. Everybody ready? My goodness. Somebody has hit it right on the nose. Right smack on the nose. Don't you wonder who? $1,300. Mr. Michael has done it again. Congratulations. There you are. Give everybody a look at it.
That's great.
Ain't you the one today, though, huh? What? Let everyone see the card there. Boy, you got something to be proud of. It's time for our final accounting to find out what everybody's won. And who, as if we can't guess, comes back Monday. Probably the new owner of the show. Hey, Don Pardo, what's the score?
Right, Bill. Mrs. Sanderson, we're sorry that you didn't win anything today, but you were a happy winner yesterday. And Mr. Michael has won the golf clubs, the Izetta car, the fashion ensemble, the freezer, and the brake front for a total of $3,131.
Really something.
Mrs. Barnett, we're sorry that you did not win anything today, but here's Carolyn. We have for you a beautiful Polaroid camera that develops its own pictures in just 60 seconds. And Mrs. Miller has won the dinette set for a total of $215. I guess it's no secret who our champion is, Bill.
Sure ain't. I mean, it sure isn't, Don. It is Mr. Michael with $3,131. Congratulations, champion. Good boy. Thanks a lot to our retiring champion, Mrs. Sanderson. Mrs. Barnett, hope you enjoy your Polaroid. I'm sure you will. And Miss Miller, hope you enjoy the merchandise you got, too. Well, Mr. Michael and I will be back here again on Monday to pick up right where we left off. He will be defending champion with 31-31. That's a pretty darn good start. The bids are instantaneously recorded on the tote machines made by the American Totalizator Company, a subsidiary of Universal Products. A couple things to say. Over most of these NBC stations immediately following is Truth or Consequences, a show of my old friend Ralph Edwards, Bob Barker's MC. Try to be watching. If you want tickets, our bidders come right from our studio audience. Drop by NBC Ticket Division and pick them up, 30 Rockefeller Plaza. This is Bill Cullin. Say we'll see you again on Monday. Have yourself a beau weekend. Till then, bonsoir, and all that sort of stuff.
Models Dresses by Susie Perez. This is a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman production in association with the National Broadcasting Company. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Nat King Cole, Patty Page, Andy Williams, June Valley, and Gordon McRae star in 5 Stars for Springtime.